Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a revised 4 on Board Game Arena, which is currently in beta. I'm playing with Saxit, Moby64, and Gaber75. I'll probably mostly be calling them blue, purple, and red. Opening pack, Plow Driver's pretty good. Conjurer underperformed for me yesterday, but I think it's still a solid card. Now, Plow Driver is quite good in this format, but I see House Steward here, and I am weighing myself slightly more towards House Steward. So, I think I'm taking House Steward and picking up Conjurer here. Now, Conjurer in base revised is a bit worse because the Traveling Players combo cards are just not all there, but, ooh, and then I get past Grocer. Brushwood Collector is not too bad, but Grocer is pretty good. I could definitely keep Small Scale Farmer in mind, that if that comes back, Small Scale Farmers set up some farming plans early. But yeah, this is a pretty solid start to a baking strategy, so looks okay. Hmm. Lutenist, yeah. Should I take Lutenist out of the draft? Or should I look at Frame Builder here? There's also Stonecutter. Stonecutter not bad at all. Um, Papermaker, Tutor. I mean, I think Papermaker is probably solid. It probably plays decently well with Grocer. I'm really low on Tutor in this format. I am really low on Tutor in this format. I just think it's not what you want to be doing. I'm going to take Stonecutter. It's a way to get your stone for the Clay Ovens. So, ooh, Scholar got all the way here. So the dream is that I wheel Plow Driver. I think Roof Baluster is very good. Most of the time I want to take Roof Baluster, but for me this is just Scholar here. I wheeled Plow Driver. All right. And House Steward still being here is surprising. Cottager being here, I'm kind of happy by that about that. I think it means it's a lot less likely that somebody opened Assistant Tiller. So I could go Groom. I could go Priest here. Groom, Scholar can play Groom, but Priest cannot. Small Scale Farmer did not come back. Mention that as well. Um, hmm. The problem with Priest is that I do want to build still. I want to build a room still. And playing an occupation after renovating, before building, like it's nice. It's nice. I mean, what are the odds I have some random extra wood for Groom? It's possible. It's definitely possible. I'm gonna take Priest here. That might be a mistake since I have Scholar, but oh man. Tutor and Papermaker? Tutor and Papermaker. Um, so the downside of Tutor is Tutor wants to be played before Scholar, most likely. So then I'm playing like Stonecutter, Priest, probably Conjurer before Scholar. Then not getting that much value out of it. What I like about this Papermaker here is that it can be the first card I play with Scholar, and then I'm generating food for the rest of the game for myself. So Lumber Mill, I think, is okay with Stonecutter. But I think this is Sleeping Corner. And man, if I had Small Scale Farmer, this would just absolutely just be a two-room house. And maybe it still is. Maybe this is still a two-room house with Sleeping Corner here. And just avoid building. If I pick up Ranch, yes, if I pick up Ranch, it'll be a two-room house. And I'll forego building and growing until Family Growth Without Room comes out. Mantelpiece, yeah, I like that. I don't think I need the fields with Plow Driver. So, do I want clay embankment? If I'm going to build a clay room, maybe. But I think this is probably just butter churn or acorn basket. I think I'll take acorn basket here as a way to get a couple boar. The downside, the downside of doing the two-room game thing is that Grocer and Priest have the potential to give me a bunch of resources that I don't use otherwise. Whoops. So no ranch, unfortunately. Hmm. Junk room's fine. Do I want manger here? So if I'm doing the two-room house thing, covering 10 spaces is means I can only have 3 fields, so I don't really want to do that. But do I want to do manger for 3 points? And that would probably be fine. Manger for 3 points. Well, I mean, junk room, the resources should be pretty trivial for junk room with grocer. Getting 1 clay should be quite trivial. Comes out pretty late though. I like Manger as a very high impact play in round 14 with Scholar. Wow, Lumber Mill. I want all of these. Okay, I won't take either of these two, but I want these two. Well, you know what? Strawberry Patch, not bad. Um, so Lumber Mill only costs 1 stone with Stonecutter. And Bottles I like because it's 4 points, so it's high impact if I'm doing the forgoing growing thing. Lumber Mill saves me on Sleeping Corner and the Manger so far. 1 stone for 2 points versus 2 clay, 2 food for 4. I mean, Strawberry Patch is solid as well. I could absolutely take Strawberry Patch. I'm gonna take Lumber Mill. Yeah, I have 2 more picks, and With this draft, it's very likely they have wood costs on them. Yeah, pond hut. Yeah, so I don't need basket. Clearing spade is fine, but pond hut. Nice pick here. I have strict timing with pond hut, but that's okay. Even if lumber mill doesn't say discount on pond hut, like pond hut is adding another wood total cost to my game. Hand plow, I suppose, although I think I'm likely to not play it. I'm not playing either of these. So the question is kind of, is there a path to a stone room? That's the question here. If there's a path to a stone room, that would be interesting. Harpooner, the super nerd card. I'll open with Reedstone Food. Yeah, I guess the other appealing thing about foregoing building is that, yeah, I can build the well and stuff pretty easily, which I like. So we had woodcutter and harpooner here. Two clay's fine. Yeah, two clay's fine. Is there a reason to start player here? I don't think so. And then my round two, probably one of these two start players. So I'm very likely to be doing conjure into traveling players. And the reason I like this conjurer so much is because it's going to get me that first grain to bake, which is really nice. No start players. All right, don't mind being second here. I very likely get cheap Hawk. Is probably the harpooner does 3 wood or 2 reed. No, they're gonna play another rock. Okay. Well, I mean, I like Reedstone Food. I don't have to play Conjurer here. I can play it later. I mean, if I'm getting Reedstone Food, and I have the option of building the fireplace, I don't need Constable so much, or Constable Conjurer. I can play the more things I can play with Scholar, the better my Scholar is, and the better my Paper Maker and everything. So 3 wood, 2 reed, Ock probably go. I don't really want a major minor fireplace. Or sorry, I don't really want to start player for the fireplace. I'm trying to avoid start player altogether, really. I can take 2 wood. It's fine. It's not great. It's okay. Ooh, start player for purple. So I get 3 wood or 2 reed. So either I'm looking at the BMW with all the reed I can get from potential priest plus um, grocer, or I'm getting 3 wood and I've had a really great resource start to the game. It's a fantastic, fantastic start to the game in terms of resources. 3 wood, 2 clay, 2 stone, 2 reed. And the player who's very likely to build the first room is seated to my left. So I always have the option of just building. I always have the option of building a wood room. And if they're just going to let me have it, cool. So I wonder if purple is really interested in the fireplace, because that second move 2 clay is a bit odd. I thought they were on a baking strat, but they take clay again. No major minor yet. Probably. Well, I mean, red will fish. Wonder if there's a world where I can play my conjure here. I think at this point I'm kind of over it. Just take Reedstone Food again. Reedstone Food, and then I wheel a 3-wood action, or Traveling Players, or an Hawk. So I'm guessing blue is on Brushwood Roof, right? Brushwood Maker, probably with the Woodcutter Mushroom Collector combo. They're gonna play Brushwood Roof guy and ignore the thing. So Seasonal Worker is here, but Purple already plowed a field, so I'm guessing they don't also have Assisted Tiller. That seems unlikely, but they will Day Labor second action. So it means I get another 3-wood here. And I've started the game with 3 Reedstone Food actions and a 3-wood action. So yeah, it's a fantastic start. Blue start player. Playing Loom. Okay. So does that mean they're going to take the 3 sheep? Because they can't actually build right now, but they could. No, they can't fence. They only have 3 wood. Start player for a Reedstone Food action. Not 2 reed, not Brushwood. That's interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting move. I'm not sure what that's about. I can definitely fireplace into 3 sheep. Could just build the first room. I think I probably won't first action build. Ooh, what's red up to here? Major minor, eh? Huh. Blocking off access to the sheep? No, they're changing. Oh no, that's purple that's going there. Sorry. It's purple's turn. Yeah, they're gonna build the fireplace, I would think. Or a cooking hearth, sure. Yeah, cooking hearth with the seasonal worker. Yeah, that makes sense. And red does build. Okay, so I get Auk or Traveling Players here, or 3 wood. Could just take Traveling Players here. Now I just have so much flexibility for stage 2. I have so much flexibility for stage 2. So I could do second move Stonecutter maybe, since the Stonecutter provides discounts when I'm doing the renovation actions, both on building improvements and on the reno itself to stone. So Stonecutter could be the one occupation that and Priest I could play before Scholar, and then Scholar would probably play Papermaker, then Plow Driver, and Grocer Conjurer pretty late. Yeah, there's no big rush on Plow Driver. 4 fields out of Plow Driver is good enough. More would be even better, but it's good enough. I should set a preferred color. I don't really play Board Game Arena otherwise. Play it pretty rarely. We did a little bit of online gaming in the winter when people were on lockdown, but I don't really play Board Game Arena that much. We should do that. Yeah, I could start player here. But I mean, if Family Growth flips, I get build next round anyways, so yeah, I'll just play the Stonecutter here. All right. All right. I'm happy to see Reno here. So 4 clay into Reno. Probably don't want a clay oven. Reno BMW. Yeah, could do that. Reed Hut needs exactly 2 occupations. So I could play Lumber Mill, I suppose. If I think that I'm going to play Pond Hut. If I want to play Pond Hut, then playing Lumber Mill earlier would be kind of nice. And the BMW should be relatively uncontested. Red's going to first move start player, so that's good for me. That's good for me to see that. To see that there's no way Red would let me jump them in the family growth queue. All right, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to try for a really early Scholar, really nice mantelpiece, and try to build a stone room down the road. Maybe. Once I've collected some stuff from Grocer, potentially. Pretty surprised that Blue has not played Brushwood Collector yet. There it is. There it is. Yeah, the appeal of the BMW is just that then I can mantelpiece next round, and mantelpiece is like 4 or 5 points for free. And yeah, and then my next round would be priest into mantelpiece. And then yeah, I could start player Pond Hut before playing Scholar. It's not the end of the world. Family growth flips. Okay, so I was hoping for late family growth, but round 6 family growth is whatever. The queue is quite easy for blue, because blue just builds here, builds into grow next round. Very uncontested. Wonder if purple's going to try to grow. I would assume so. 2 4-wood actions and 3 reed already. I would assume purple is going to head towards growth. They've got their feeding sorted, so. So red is doing stuff with their first action that they don't have to, like start player and family growth. So maybe just betrays that they're not the most experienced. I'm going to play my priest here. So many resources. I guess it's possible red does second action Reno. With only 1 wood to build improvements with, I don't think it's likely, but it's possible. I'm threatening build here. I am threatening build. So blue does have to respect build. If blue doesn't build, I build second action. Absolutely. Oh man, blue getting too greedy here. All right, well I'm definitely not letting them triple build into grow 7, 8, 9. I am absolutely going to build with my second move here. Means the Scholar's a bit delayed, but I get to grow in 7 without a single start player action. And I have to take Reed next round, which I don't love. That's okay. Grocer gives me a read as the third item. I mean, I don't have to. I don't have to take read next round, but I think it is a lot better if I do. I think it's a lot better if I do. Do a read stone food action. So yeah, so blue I think made a pretty big error here because now with Cottager coming out, both purple and blue can build this round, which means both can theoretically grow in 8, which means blue has to start player. And if blue start players, purple can um, just build. But yeah. Seems like they're going to give purple the choice. Purple can day labor into start player if they want to. Not having to first action grow is nice. Makes my move better. I can potentially read stone food or 4 wood. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to play priest into build the second room. That's not something that is supposed to be available to you. That's not how that's supposed to work. Yeah, now red's threatening build. These guys all gotta get themselves moving. Take reedstone food here. It comes with 4 food. I'm gonna assume that I can either get a better read action before the next harvest, or I might even have grocer in play by then. Triple build. Fun. But I talked before about how we made the game too easy for the axe brushwood collector player. Not in this game. Not in this game. My growth here for not punishing them for greeting out the axe means that they don't grow until 8, and their growth is contested because purple can very easily build here. So that means they have to first action grow, and then purple will start player. And so it just means that it's very uncomfortable for blue, and it's a lot better for red and I like that I have 5 stone. I really like that I have 5 stone here. I spend one of them to play this card, Lumber Mill, but that's okay. What's red thinking about here? Occupation, let's see what it is. Assistant tiller. So seasonal worker, assistant tiller, cottager, we're all in the draft. But thankfully, they're not all in the same hand. So I first move 3 read next round. 3 read is like a great move for me next round. I'll definitely be interested in that. 3 read, Reno, Scholar. And on Reno, I play Pond Hut. And then I play Mantelpiece at the start of next round. So I give up 1 point from Mantelpiece to be able to play Pond Hut and get the 3 food out of it. I think that works. This is on BGA. It is on BGA, yep. Yeah, this is not Play-agricola. canoe. So that fishing space, if red can grow again quite quickly, getting better and better and better. I definitely eat a reed here. Because with the second move, I think I get this 3 reed. Considering red just played canoe and has harpooner, red is going to take the 5 wood, right? And then I get the 3 reed. I'm not too worried about red renovating and no one else can. Because red is definitely with the carpenter wants to build another room before too long, at least, I should say. And if they reno here, they would need another reed, which they get easily off of fishing. But they would have to get a 4 clay action as well before building next round. Just seems like it's a decently far ways away. Do I risk it? I mean, paying expensive Auk is not such a big deal. I can afford to pay 1 extra food here. So what would I like? I'd like to be able to make. I'd like to be able to put this on the bottom. If I could put this on the bottom, this sidebar on the bottom, then you could make everything a little bit bigger, which would be nice. Because this is a little small, and this white part on the bottom is all wasted space. Purple gonna build another room. Purple not start playering is odd. Does Purple not realize they have to start play? They had to start player to get growth. I don't know. Blue with 5 food here is more than I would have thought. I guess it's just the mushroom collecting, right? They've repeatedly used mushroom collector, and if they ever use basket, I should keep an eye on the basket mushroom collector interaction, see if they implemented it right. So the 5 food traveling players makes Conjurer kind of appealing. But yeah, let's get Mantelpiece out here for a free 2 points. Oh, I have to zoom out a little bit more since blue's onto the second row now. There's 6 wood available. I guess red's taking it. Red's taking wood quite highly, so I should not expect to get it. What do I want to do? This is the last round I can play hand plow in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This is the last round for hand plow. If I had the last two actions of the round, I could conjure into traveling players, but probably traveling players gets taken before then. Oh, purple took the 6 wood, so red delabored. Okay. Um, do I want the clay? I could definitely build the pottery. I have clay that I can't really use otherwise. Can I feed? Can I get by off the pottery, BMW, and paper maker? Is that good enough? Might be. That might be good enough. Take the traveling players here. Traveling players for clay, major, minor, pottery seems okay. Since I built the room, I'm not really interested in building a stone room anymore. I'm more interested in just making sure that Sleeping Corner is online for when Family Growth Without Room comes. But yeah, this is I'm in a really good spot here. I can first action take wood whenever it's 3 or more. And then my other actions, like I get crops super easily with Grocer. I know I'm going to have good improvement points. I play the rest of my occupations very easily. I fill my farm easily with Plow Driver. Just need to make sure that I have enough food. So yeah, just prioritize taking wood really highly the rest of the way. Bottles for purple. Okay. Red's gonna reno. So red not building another wood room is interesting. I guess red figures are gonna get clay. They're gonna take clay next round maybe. Or take clay with their last action here. Probably time to open the window. Oh no, it's definitely hotter outside still. Won't take too much longer though. Now once I have my desktop on, it does not take too long for it to warm up in here. Two clay fireplace is not available. Okay, yeah, they just built it. Yeah. I was thinking that's still available, isn't it? But no, blue just built it. I'm getting past mini pasture. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so happy to get mini pasture here. 2 food for 4 wood? Absolutely. That is definitely a conversion that I will do. So I can't build the pottery, but I can still take the clay. And what else could I do? Could just plow a field. I don't really need to plow a field. Could sweep the sheep, make Blue's game a bit harder. Maybe just take clay twice. Taking clay twice makes Red's game harder. I don't know if that's necessarily important. Because Red wants to take these 2 boar, probably, right? I guess yeah. I guess if I don't let Red build, then Blue just builds again. But Purple's threatening build again, too. So Purple and Blue can fight with each other. Yeah, and I'll take the other clay action if it's there. And again, every time I take clay, my stone cutter gets better. I get to build more major improvements. Because I've had access to most of the stone in the game. No, Red's going to take the clay. Yeah, that's sensible, I think. So Plow Driver next round for sure. And then Grocer after that. I do need to get the 2 grains sown at the start of round 11. So maybe I just manually play paper maker here. I think that makes sense. And then, yeah, first action, take wood every time. Don't care about plow. So wood into animals or whatever. Beautiful. Just beautiful. This game has been so good to me. Yeah, the blue letting me build second action in 6, it just makes so much of a difference. That was so good for me. So I'll take 4 wood if it's there. If not, I'll take 3 wood and hope to wheel 3 wood. If I don't, I'm looking at fencing into animals or building a major pottery. Grocer only gives 1 grain, doesn't it? Grocer only gives 1 grain now. It only ever gave 1 grain. Okay, so for me to trigger Sleeping Corner, I would need a sow action in 12 as well. So I should take 1 grain then. Yeah, I should take 1 grain so I can first action sow in 11. Yeah. So that I can play um, Sleeping Corner at the start of 12. That's the important thing. Playing Sleeping Corner at the start of 12. That's the real important thing. So yeah, 3 wood, pottery, fence, grain. Those are the moves I'm looking at. Pottery's not really threatened. Pretty sure red's gonna make another room. And I don't really need the food. The 3 wood is excellent. So wood, grain, I think is an okay round here. Hmm. Could build the well right now. The well's still available. Spend all my stone would mean that I would buy a stone to build the pottery. Means I'm not first action sewing. I think it's okay. I think building the stone oven is and the pottery is better than building the well and not the pottery. and only slightly worse than building both. And I think sow looks reasonably contested next round. I think first move sowing, I deny a move that my opponents are likely to want. This braggart, herring pot doesn't do too much here, and basket doesn't do too much. I think braggart should be banned, but I wonder if it's not. Purple family gross, makes sense. Since blue is contesting it. Shepherd's Crook, ooh, they didn't lay out their farm right for Shepherd's Crook. They could have done a 14 Shepherd's Crook layout. Reno, okay. So the well is mine then. I get to build the well and maybe the pottery as well. So I just get to do everything I want this game, which is pretty fortunate. Yeah. I should maybe have seen the Carpenter's Axe coming when blue took. I should have seen it coming when blue took Reedstone Food in 4 instead of playing Brushwood Collector, and then played Brushroom Collector. I should have been like, hey, they have a 1 stone miner. It's probably Carpenter's Bench. The cattle going all the way around is kind of funny. And blue's gonna fence, hoping to get the 2 sheep back, but they might get the cattle. It's not impossible. I think blue probably takes 8 food. Most likely, right? Yeah. Or 6 food. Red's gonna start player. So red only ever built the 1 room with Carpenter, unless they're gonna play like occupation frame builder and build a 1 stone, 1 wood, 2 reed room. Not impossible, but I'd be surprised. So what do I do? I could build the pottery or the well here. Both are options. Neither's really contested. Yeah, there's not much stone on the board, only 1 stone twice, so I guess with the Reedstone food action, yeah, no one's really close. No one's really close at all. And I get a 2 resource discount because of the the lumber mill. I have lumber mill and stone cutter. So I only spend 2 stone for the well. 2 stone for 4 points. Really excellent. Really excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I just won this game in round 6 when I was able to build second move. I just won the game then. Everything else at this point is just gravy. And maybe even before then, maybe with my 3 times Reedstone Food Stage 1. That was a good sequence for me. So what threatens me? One of the 5 room house players getting to stone and then house steward coming into play. But the thing is, my farm is just going to be so high scoring. So I want to pay 1 wood, 1 stone for the joinery at some point. So then resource market's fine. Could take a single boar for 2 points. Sure. I think I do that. If family growth doesn't flip in 12, then I don't know I have time for the joinery. I didn't talk about this, but likely not to play Manger. Maybe I pay a wood for 2 points, maybe. But yeah, very unlikely to play Manger. Just because I have too many I have too many fields. So I could first move 4 wood. There is start player mini pasture as an option. Especially looking at plow sow, first move plow sow or 2 cattle next round. But I could play mini pasture at the start of 13. So I get 2 cattle or plow sow next round. Because red's taking start player here, so either of those is good for me. I'll build the pottery with my second move. And I'll play mini pasture at the start of 13. Could still play the clay oven, I suppose, if I decide that I want to bake. But so what do I have left? Two vegetables, a clay, and a reed. Oh, my reed. Purple, how could you? I guess I don't really need to play mini pasture anymore. Just looking at my 16 wood. Hmm. But if the two cattle are what I get, I'll feel really bad not being able to take them. So yeah, I guess I play mini pasture anyways. I can always build stables or build the joinery or play manger or whatever. Yeah. And not getting the wood from Papermaker this harvest hurts a tiny bit, but that's fine. I can conjure in 14 and turn a wood into 6 food. That's fine. Just as long as I do it once more. Because yeah, I spend 3 food here, I go down to 2, right? If I have to spend any food on buying vegetables, then I will actually want to bake. I will actually want the clay oven in that event. So maybe that's what I was supposed to have done instead of the pottery, build the clay oven with the intention of building the joinery because of the food for mini pasture. Maybe. Maybe that was the line. I do not think it matters. The hedgekeeper would love to be past mini pasture. Hedgekeeper would love to get mini pasture passed along. Oh no, build fences action. So it doesn't actually work with mini pasture anymore. Because build fences. Oh no, build fences is different from a fencing action. Oh, maybe it still works. It should just say each time you build fences, but each time you take a build fences action. Is mini pasture build fences action? I'm not sure. In base game it works, but in base game Hedgekeeper has more explicit text. Yeah, this is just in case I get the cattle with my first move. That's like the only reason I'm doing this. Giving myself a chance at first action cattle. Yep. Yep. So cattle, clay oven, something family growth. Maybe a sow action. Could sow a grain and a vegetable. Could start player so that I get plow sow next round. I could start player manger, and manger covers 6 spaces, so it's what, 1 point? How long ago was that? What time is it? No, it was almost 10 minutes ago. Ooh, I need to just fence. I need to just fence. Yep. I was supposed to fence instead of clay oven there. That was a mistake. So now I have to start player in defense. Yeah, it was a mistake on my part. Yeah. Nice conservator here. So blue's going to have a really nice 10 point, more than 10 point Reno fence because they're going to fence 7 for another 4 points. So a 14 point move puts them at 35. Yeah, they're probably going to be mid 40s, but I'm going to be 50, what, 52, 53. I guess if I don't get a sow action, then I'm in worse spot. If I don't wheel sow after fencing, then I'm in a worse spot. I guess I could last action sow here, but family growth still seems good, especially since I do have guilds to collect resources from in the last round. So getting another action here seems to make sense. 3 stables here, really? So they're not going to first move Reno Fence? Could have Reno Fence 6. They've got an improvement to play. They want to upgrade their fireplace to a cooking hearth for better feeding. That seems odd. Or they want to take the 2 boar. Maybe they're just doing this now to get the 2 boar. Yeah, the 2 boar are solid. So if I'm trying to do a sow bake action, then there is a world where I'm only supposed to convert reed or clay here and not both. So let's see, my grocer's got a reed on it, so I could buy a reed for a point. But I mean, I'm more likely to do a 2 point clay action. I'm not going to get a 2 point reed action next round. So I think I convert with the BMW, but then I won't convert with the clay. Because I also pick up a food at the start of the round, and I also get six food from my paper maker. So, and I can convert, and I'll convert another reed because I'll buy it off the grocer. So, I think this works. Building a stable to hold this cattle. I could have done that instead of family growth. I wonder if that was more total points. Because my 5th action in 14 is probably not great. It's maybe a 1 point move. Because what do I want? I want fence. I want fence. I want sheep. I want sow. Clay. So my 5th move is likely a reed action or maybe building some improvement. So I could have got wrecked here. I could have got blocked out of fencing. I was fortunate that I didn't. Also, fencing like this is 2 points from manger instead of just the one. But yeah, this puts me at 49 and guarantees the win. There's no way I can lose from this point. Nobody else is cracking 50, I don't think. Okay. So yeah, blue wanted to plow sow here. Okay. The only person likely to take the sheep was red. Ah, stable architect. Okay, sure. Okay. Red's the only person likely to take the sheep, and red. Yeah, I think Sobake was gonna get taken. They were both similar moves. Maybe there was a world where I wheeled Sobake. Yeah, I guess purple doesn't really need it. I guess I thought red would go for it, but red was always taking the sheep, so maybe that was not the right sequence to do that in. Uh, Reedstone food. So I was thinking about maybe taking a Reedstone food with the idea that I'd build the joinery, but I can't build the joinery. So let's take 2 points from clay here. Yeah, and then build a stable and wish that I had not family growth last round and had instead built a stable. It might be very similar points. It's probably only a 1 point difference at most. Oh well. I mean, the game went really well for me. I have absolutely nothing to complain about. What am I at? I'm at 58 right now. Yeah, 58's a pretty good score. I can't believe I wheeled Plow Driver. I was not. I yeah. Whoever opened Scholar, I think they were not supposed to let me wheel Plow Driver. I think there's. It's very unlikely that that was correct. Um. So if there's a stupid tiebreaker of leftover building resources at the end, I'm actually supposed to read here because they're both 1 point moves, and apparently that's a tiebreaker in revised. Keep the 3 wood. Ooh. Tiebreaker, play another game. Oh, I have another action here. I thought I was all out of moves. Okay, 1 point pig. Sure. I thought I was done. So I end the game at 60. Yeah. Grocer, scholar, plow driver, stone cutter, lumber mill, sleeping corner. Like, this is just. My hand is absurd. This is the part where the opponent's timed out. So Board Game Arena has some sort of detection where it's like if something like 80% of the game is done, then it counts. Like the results of the game count. Like you play it out. I think. Used to be that way. Alright. Regular player. Lucky me. Alright, I'm out of the apprentice section. So no more apprentices allowed in my games. Looks like they started a game not too long after me, but they might be done soon. Actually, and this game's ending. All right, let's get a game on Play-agricola. Although all those guys might not play with me, they do their own thing. Def will play. Def will come play. And maybe Scholar as well. Alright. Gonna take a short break and